And hello, all you folks out there, YouTube land! Lord of the Croc Squirrels here with the Snark Patrol. Say hello to the Snark Patrol.
Hello, all you tasty snacks.
Howdy, hi.
Yeah, go away. Okay, that needs to just poof. All right, so the leaks from the end of last week were absolutely 110% correct. The remastered version of Oblivion released yesterday, on time, and with little bells on apparently. Now, for those of you who are easily amused, I actually have the game. It's in the background, waiting to be peeked at, and I have found some mods. There's 158 of them at last count on the Nexus, which is, of course, -1 for the body type 1, body type 2 thing. Says, fuck you people.
Gender fix.
In the suggested video listing down below your stream, one YouTuber confirms that Nexus Mod did ban that mod.
I figured as much. It's crazy. It's not stupid. We probably banned the modder while they were at it.
Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me, but because this is Nexus we're talking about, but also I haven't seen the mod, so I don't actually know what it.
Well, I thought I had it.
All it does is
apparently
change.
I forgot, and apparently I forgot to before they found it. Rawr.
The mod identified the genders associated with the body types, thus making them unequal. Thus it had to be
removed. No, they weren't equal to me. Why do you do body type 1 and 2 when you could just when you should be doing, body type and giving us a slider between male and female? Actually, female is body type 1 and male is body type 2, and that's the fun part.
I have to admit, though, I will be interested to see the body type 3 mods.
I'm not sure I want to know.
They kept the beards on your face.
Yeah, I'm watching
body type 3. That's the one where the character disappears completely. They're just all you are is a pair of hands at that point, and maybe
let's see body type 3 turn into a Coke bottle or like a crocosquirrel, for example.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? I'm not sure how I would take that, honestly.
They say imitation is the greatest form of flattery, but most of the time it's actually just a big slap in the face.
Okay, in the nudes, and yes, I said that intentionally. Disney has so much freaking egg on its face. It has announced that it is suspending work on Tangled, the live-action edition of Tangled. Because live action is actually cheaper than animation 99.8% of the time.
Yeah, I can just hear the quote marks, the air quotes. You're speaking with Air Squirrel.
Well, I don't actually expect that they'll pick Tangled back up again, because they were planning on giving it a serious budget. Now they need to make up the shortfall for Snow White, which was apparently $250 million, and thus far has only made $194 million in gross receipts. This means that they are they're not quite a third of the way to their budget to their break-even point.
Well, they should consider themselves lucky they even made that much.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm with the magic tune that showed up on YouTube out of nowhere, attached to a channel that has 3 videos and like 700 subscribers, wherein they took the YouTube comments and put it to music with a dude that sounds like he's right out of Skyrim's choir.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But
he
Yeah,
He sounds like
they made a crack
first
about
voices you
it's
hear.
$7 box. It's $7 box office. Oh
Well,
jeez.
Yeah.
I would show you that video now, but I have not gotten a response back as to whether or not I'm allowed to.
yeah.
I did send him an email and asked nicely.
Yeah, we'll,
Oh, yeah.
we'll wait. And if he sends back a response saying go ahead, I want to be on that stream when it's playing.
Well, this is your first stream back since well, God, I don't even remember how long ago that was.
Yeah, it's been a minute,
Yeah.
dude.
It's been a few years. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like been what, at least 2 or 3 years now.
It's been at least 3 years. I'd have to check.
Yeah, I think it's been at least 3 years. I don't live in Idaho anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know where you live, and I don't want to. How's that sound?
But that's fair enough
So
to me.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what you're
One
saying
more
is you've
reason-
gotten off the potato, huh?
I definitely got off the potato.
Yeah. One more
Well,
reason.
you know, he's no longer a spud stud.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't, like, I have had more than enough potatoes to last me a lifetime. I think if where I'm at right now doesn't work out, I think I might go and try peaches next.
Oh, sweet. Well, you know, I will say that's a summer activity for many a young man.
Oh yeah, one more reason to put finger quotes around saying that live action is supposedly cheaper than animation is if Snow White is anything to go by, Tangled is going to be 90% CG animated anyway.
Yeah.
Just like last time.
You know,
Because if Snow White is
they,
anything to go by, it's going to be bad.
they pushed off a murky brown kind of middling creature as Snow White. And back to that song. At this rate, they're going to make Rapunzel bald.
Oh, wow.
Their next move is to make Rapunzel bald. How the fuck are they going to manage that? Because Rapunzel's whole thing is that she has long golden hair that can heal people. And it's long, it can literally be thrown out of her tower and be used as a rope to climb up with.
Yeah, well, I would think she'd have to pinch that off at some point so that she could sit up and her hair not pull her fucking head off. If shit's heavy enough, put some dude on it, and you're gonna have real problems.
Having had hair that long before, I can tell you, it is a pain.
Yeah, I've had hair like that myself. It sucks.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how about we get on to some game?
Definitely. That's what I'm here for.
Before that, I'm going to say I got a few things to say about the way this thing was put together. The reason the modders were so quick to be able to deal with this shit, is that they had a head start. A lot of these people were old Oblivion modders, and they have worked out how to do some patch things based on the original ESLs. The original ESPs, ESMs.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
My mother was calling.
Oh, nice. So we're going to get the bugs in high definition.
Yeah. Well, actually, yes, and to a large degree, what they did was they created a massive overlay in Unreal, which probably includes most of what used to be in the BSAs, and then put enough of the creation engine into it that they could use the old ESMs, ESPs, ESLs.
Yeah.
But in 118 gigabytes worth of hard drive space that this damn thing cost me, They wound almost all of it.
Sounds
105 gigabytes is just Unreal Engine UCAS files.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it sounds like a Bethesda hack job.
That being said,
We'll see.
I did get to poke at it a little bit. I found a way to ditch that freaking brown ass filter they put over everything. I'm not sure I got the ideal mix, but fuck it, I tried. But it actually does look really good, and I think that might actually be its biggest problem. Because it's not going to match up with anybody's expectations. Oblivion was the way it was because of the Xbox 360's limitations.
Yeah.
But it's now available on Game Pass and Xbox Series X. Yeah, it's Xbox. You can buy it on Xbox. You can play it on Game Pass. If you have one of those if you have that. So,
I don't have that.
Well, if you did, you could do that. You could even stream it to... Well, what did you say? You had a Chromebook or some shit?
Yeah. It's a piece of shit Chromebook, too.
Nah.
It's supposed to be new, but... Oh, God.
You know what, Opal? I see your question in the chat, and I will... I'll let you decide. Because it's definitely a graphical upgrade. You should see Uriel Septim, and you will.
Mm-hmm.
It's a graphical upgrade, but let's find out if it has the same bugs as if it's as bad as Skyrim was at release. As far as
no.
Compared to Skyrim's 4K.
Nowhere near that there, Moon. Chill. Let's do this.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Well, that's good. At least we don't have to deal with that many bugs that are that bad.
Shush. I know what Skyrim looked like at release. I played it.
I did too.
I do not wish to do that. I'm going to do this. Start a new game.
I was born 87 years ago.
Quiet, please.
For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor.
Sir Patrick
He
Stewart.
said quiet.
Still.
But for all
Stewart.
these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Let the man speak.
I have seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
It's tricky. It's actually much prettier with three shades. Pretty, I'll give it back.
I literally can't see it, so I can't see it without going onto YouTube and forthing on this.
Dude,
Oh, you can't see a screen share?
No.
You should
Oh.
be there.
You can say it.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
watching.
with
There's a screen share
the
right
Chromebook,
in-
it won't let them.
Yeah, stream share. There should be a
Yeah,
button.
I'm literally pressing the watch screen button repeatedly and it's not working.
Oh, wow.
It's zooming in, but it's not playing the screen share.
Oh no.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh.
Discord
Oh.
text.
I don't know. Like I said, piece of crap Chromebook. I don't know what's going on.
All right.
Well, you can you're at his house, so you can you can always go over and take a look at it later.
Yeah.
Or you
Google
maybe
has
even
heard
seen
what
it.
Squirrel has been saying, and so it wants to
Yeah.
protect you from his stream.
Yeah. Well, I will definitely. I also have YouTube on my computer and my new phone, so I can just watch the stream later. I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I've got
dear.
a split screen, so I'm doing both
So
because
we
I am
have,
keeping track of the chat.
we have type 1 and type 2.
Type 1 diabetes, type 2
Yeah.
diabetes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jokes. Okay. I'm not sure if you're trying to do that at my expense or not. So we're gonna take Doodly this time because I did a female when I did my testing for it. I was working with a female Imperial.
Oh yeah. So now you can be like guy with the Adam's apple.
Now that you're a male Imperial, you can be a proper racist.
I mean,
Dressed like a man
there's
and wear a kilt, man.
there's racism all over Tamriel. You just look around.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With some level of racism in Tamriel. Yeah, most of the time you don't get the humans really wanting to like shred people, shred the other human likes, but especially when that big ass there's a big ass walking talking lizard right over there.
Yeah.
Or a big ass walking talking cat, or an elvish Nazi. Looking at the ordinary Dominion for that in the Thalmor.
The Thalmor, yeah.
Or a green brick shithouse.
There is
Ooh,
that.
I want a Felix the Cat mashup. I need that skin now for that. So everybody's
But you
Felix the Cat.
Of course, you can hear.
A wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. Don't spend too much time on this squirrel here.
I don't
wanna
intend
see the
to.
gameplay.
We got lots and lots and lots of choices for eyes, though.
Are those in-game or did you add mods?
No,
character
no
creator.
mods. No eye color
Okay.
mods, like at all.
Yeah. So we just have that many options. Okay.
Yep, true.
Everybody
Observe
has
and
all the
admire.
options.
Observe and admire, ladies and gentlemen. That is a
Oh,
lot
that's
of
nice.
cracking options.
That is the beauty of
that's a
lazy
plus.
programming.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I was worried
Instead
they
of
put
manually restricting certain eye options to certain races, they just said, whatever.
Yeah.
Just give all of them all the options.
Yep.
Oh, this could get wild.
Mm-hmm. You blind this poor bastard.
Yeah, could get wild.
Yeah. Okay. We're not doing the makeup of the skin tone because fuck it, I don't care and I don't want to spend the time.
Oh, well, hurt my feelings that he doesn't have, like kiss me cherry lips, but whatever.
You had a chance to make something fabulous and you threw it away.
Oh, he could have really brought out the eyes with a little liner.
But if you haven't seen this yet, if you haven't figured this one out yet, they use the same sliders they did before, except one slider doesn't affect the others.
Right.
So one
Yeah.
thing is not like the other. Okay. Ooh.
One
What
of these
thing is
things is not
not
like
like
the
the other.
others.
I'm not going to
One
sing that. It's copyrighted, so
doesn't
yay.
belong. Actually, funnily enough, if we're performing it, it's not nearly as bad. It's really kind of just a joke there.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
I just thought we could give him some fabulous eyes, but okay.
No, we're not going to do that because that would
Oh.
require effort. I don't have. I just
Ruin
don't
my
have the
fun.
numbers of.
I know,
the
I'm
number
messing
of
with you,
fucks to
bud.
give.
No worries. We'll leave little Lord Ringlets for later.
Too bad they don't have a random system.
They
I
do.
didn't see one unless. Oh, I must have missed
That could
it
be
then.
funny as hell too, because you got to be careful.
You would have
Oh,
to.
yeah.
Yes.
funny.
You could get into
nightmare.
crazy. Mixed bag of crazy, real.
Okay,
Probably
time for
wouldn't
some
say
hair.
Is it like one of those character creators that you can just make him look as ugly as humanly possible, and just
That's
comport
a
his
character
face in
creator.
very
Some would
That
say
is
that
a-
some would say that Oblivion, that the Elder Scrolls games have never had anything but, and especially Oblivion.
Yeah, I know they didn't have that in Skyrim, or at least
Well,
not
Skyrim
to
wasn't
that
on-
They did
degree.
originally. Holy crap, those
Yeah.
guys! Holy crap,
Oh,
those guys!
Skyrim, yeah, it got ugly, yeah. You installed better bodies ASAP, even if you weren't going for the nude.
Yeah, no lie. You did not want it.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
You wanted to iron that skin suit first, please? Because no.
Oh
Oh,
no, no,
God.
no! You didn't miss just how bad like noses were. You could see them flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had
Their
little
faces
flat
better
polygons
than-
in there. It was just really, yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
Summoning a healing magic. Ooh.
There was also the fact that your characters were almost always fucking dirty and caked in like dirt. It was terrible.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh
certain.
shit! I can actually. Wow, that's a new one because there was a character limit in the old one.
Wow.
Anybody want to hazard a guess as to what a Richard relocation is?
Yes, we already know what that is.
You know what that is
Yeah.
because I told you.
Yeah.
I don't.
Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah, we all know what that is.
Go
Not me,
ahead.
but
Tell
yeah.
me. Tell me there, Moon.
It's
Mhm.
a dick relocation.
It's a dick move.
Oh,
Yep, a dick
a
move.
bobbit move.
It's a dick move.
So we're
Dick
gonna
move,
go.
yeah.
We're just gonna go with Richard because yeah, dude's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's-
I just
Not
got
Richard
Richard
the
to be a
Long?
sack of Richards.
Richard the Long. Holy shit.
Along.
Chopping off the
Well,
short
what
sword.
do
Okay.
What are you gonna call him next? Richard? What? Richard the Big?
There you go. How about that?
Well, we could go old school and say biggest dickus.
Oh my god. I
And
cannot.
y'all remember that one?
You belong it.
It was before my time, I believe, but my mom made me watch those movies growing up.
Which
It
movies?
was so
You know.
Which movies were those?
the Monty Python movies, I
Monty
believe.
Python?
Monty Python's Flying Circus. Actually, there was a guy that
Richard
was being.
Stallone.
There was a guy a long time ago that was being chased down and chewed out by some by some female. I don't want to go into those details. When she demanded his name, he said Hugh.
Oh yeah.
And then
Mhm.
when she said Hugh what? He said Humongous.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's sexual
Humongous what?
harassment.
Humongous what? What are you talking about? No. He gave you a
Yes.
name. Hugh Mungus.
Yeah.
You're the one that attached meaning
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
Well, I still like Dick Among Us.
There's a
Yeah.
fungus among us.
And he has a wife. Her name is Incontinential. Buttons.
Anubis says Mike Hawking your ass.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that one
it's,
too.
yeah, a bit of trivia about Life and Brian. In that scene, the extras weren't told what the jokes were going to be. They were just instructed to not laugh. So they were legitimately
Oh, yeah.
laughing.
He got right up in his face and he said that. And he's like, trying not to giggle.
Watch this.
I mean, seriously, try to keep a straight face when somebody says that.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
San Francisco hyphenated. I like that.
So yes, the console.
Anubis, you're
the old
good.
console commands mostly still work. There's some.
Yeah.
Snotty expression. You're a
Like a true Bethesda
the
hack
masters
job.
of Magica, right?
Yeah.
Nothing but a bunch of stuck-up snobs with cheap parlor tricks.
Fuck you.
Go ahead. Try your Magica in here. Let's see you make those bars disappear. No? What's the matter? Not so powerful now, are you, Breton?
Just you wait till I come back.
You're not leaving this prison till they throw your body in the lake. Oh, that's right. You're going to
No
die
squirrel
in
pine
here,
boxes.
Breton.
Arlon going in the background?
Die.
We are going to. We're gonna.
Hey,
we'll do.
you hear
We'll
that?
do one of
The
those
guards
runs
are
another
coming.
time for you.
For you.
Boris, lock that door behind us.
Yes, sir.
Somebody's got a car alarm.
Sons, they're dead, aren't they?
Woo.
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they were attacked.
I don't have a car. Gives him in a
No,
bed.
they're dead.
So, not me.
Yeah, neither do I.
What's this prisoner doing here?
I'm in
The
the
cell is
basement.
supposed to be off limits.
Yay!
Where else do you
Usual
think I
Hey,
keep my prisoner?
folks.
I mean my guest.
Never mind.
Wait a minute
yeah,
here,
I did.
folks. Hold on.
Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
Yeah, fuck off.
You, prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you
Basement?
won't
I
get
thought that
hurt
was
out of
Waifu
it.
Wonderland.
Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You.
Is that where your
Patrick Stewart,
female
excuse me,
dragons
man.
keep
You are the
keep
one
all their
from my
eggs, Opal?
dreams.
Excuse me.
Then the stars were right. This is the day. Gods give me strength. Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell. I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way. Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be
Yeah.
remembered for.
Just
Too
a
bad there's
little.
no option for the Breton to respond to I am your emperor with Rule Britannia.
Is it?
You will find
Okay, is
your
it
own
me
path.
or is his hair and
Take
face?
care. There will
laggy.
be blood
Wait.
and death
I'll
before the
answer your
end.
question in a minute.
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
Okay. For the answer to your question,
Better not close this one.
they have.
There's no way
they
to
have
open it from
actually,
the other
They
side.
Sharpay when they were
Don't
doing
try
the,
anything.
when they were doing the
I'm watching.
updates.
Your lucky day.
They Sharpayed his face.
Stay out of our way.
Yeah.
Okay,
but-
that wasn't
but-
what I
but
asked, but hey.
Laggy. He's thinking that it's the movement is laggy. Just a
It
little.
Yeah.
could be. Realizing, of course, that we lost we lost frame. We were dropping frames during that period of time. So,
Mhm.
there.
Well,
Yeah.
that still wouldn't explain what I saw, so that would have that would have
Considering we
been
went from
that would
60
have been
frames per
stuttering.
second down to 30. Yeah, it would. And yes, I saw that.
Well,
I saw that the first time too.
Close up left.
Yeah.
Protect the emperor.
But I take offense at them
Protect
Sharpaying it.
yourself.
I cornered the market on that. The Rebels are mine.
They're encroaching on
Okay,
your
nope.
turf.
Stop attacking that guy. I want this guy, not that guy. Okay.
Are you all right, sire? We're clear for now.
Captain Reno,
She's dead.
Okay, that's a little what boy,
Sorry,
we
son.
got some. Somebody needs to wash his hands.
Yes, he does. And we're going to do a thing.
Well, that's clear though. That's very clear. It looks good though. I'll take that.
They also cleaned up the UI substantially, which I
Yeah.
find to be
That's
a good
nice.
thing.
Yeah.
More damage with the ladies Akaviri blade there. Wait three.
That's a little bit more on the nose. I did notice also that the reflections were really kind of nice to see. They were popping a little bit, and that's good. Such as the light playing on the pendant.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely clearer than it was in the last one.
Well, they would be real problems if they weren't doing that. Okay.
Now, you'd be surprised.
Destruction spell. The hell?
You heard Todd Howard. Ray trace everything.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this time you can see that he because they used to use actual gold thread in the embroidery, and it did give you a little bit of play on light, and that's good.
Don't
I
know,
like
but
that.
it's too late to go back now.
bit
Don't
more
worry, sire. We
upgrade
will
on
get
the
you out
costume.
of here.
They won't be the first to underestimate the blades. I'll take point. Let's move.
You stay here, prisoner. Don't
Why would
try
I
to
want
follow
to?
us.
I don't want to. I know I took a chunk out of your ass here a little bit ago. Right. So I can't go that way. We have to have a key that we don't have.
This way to the rats. That way to Delicious and Dungeon.
Yeah, well,
That's-
we're in the dungeon, so.
That's one thing that always bugs me about Oblivion and Skyrim. It's like okay, so this lock requires a key.
Now I am fairly
Why
certain
do none
that
of
I
the
got a
other
mod
locks
to remove
require
that,
keys?
but apparently not. Get your ass out of there, fucker. Okay.
Yeah, some doors you can pick, and others have plot armor.
The flames
do-
look better, I will say.
Armor.
They've done the flame effect much better. Much better, much better. You're getting the lighting highs and
Like that
lows
doesn't
now,
look
rather along with the
Okay.
flickering.
I opened the door with the key. Okay, cool. And that player add item spell or skill or code, sorry, did in fact work.
Yeah, nice.
I like just these little details. It's little details for me that make things
Well,
interesting.
they also give everyone a clairvoyance spell. They also give everyone a clairvoyance spell. So if you don't know
okay.
where you're going, V544, where the fuck did you come from? I don't remember your ass. Okay, that actually has uses.
Hello, have I met you before?
Oh, is clairvoyance pathfinding to the quest marker spell?
The clairvoyance, apparently clairvoyance will give you,
What is the carrying capacity of an unmaiden sparrow?
Wait, how good European.
bitch! Step on your dick. Okay, let's do this. Make sure there's nothing lurking over here like there is.
I'm waiting for somebody to bust down into Brave Sir Robin.
But he's not bravely running away.
Yeah, I know, it's true. He slew the chicken of Bristol.
Which is
He
kind of
did that.
surprising for Sir Robin.
I know.
Bristol.
Bitch! What the fuck you think you're doing? Alright. Ooh, an iron shield. A helmet.
Just noticing the
These, not that.
just noticing the white outline of user.
Ooh, a massive fuck off hammer. Nice. Mind you, I'm not going to use any of those things, but
Then why are we picking them up?
because they're worth money when we get out.
Oh,
I like pee.
I'm just thinking to myself, this guy's going to be running through there an inch a second, or an inch a minute because he can barely hold anything. He's just dragging everything he finds.
Actually, a friend of mine and I had made jokes about that in Morrowind.
Blade skill increased to 8.
Where he came across this barracks or this fort storeroom, so he grabbed all the armor. He's talking about walking out with, sir, are you carrying any of our armor? No. What are you talking about? Clunk, 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 clunk.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to sneak and things when you're carrying everything known to man.
Yeah.
And then trying to balance a sword between 2 fingers so you can keep killing stuff. You know?
Definitely.
I love how we accept that as a thing. Oh, he's carrying 200 kilograms.
Sneak attack.
Yay.
Double damage. Yay.
Well, that's a mod pace.
What?
Oh, I know, but still.
They make it tight. And actually, I'm gonna disagree with you. I like it when they give you higher limits.
Oh yeah, well,
they expect you to do
I find it hilarious because I mean, if you were actually tracking the dude, he'd have such deep footprints, you'd find him anywhere.
Yeah.
Actually, it looks like the proper carry limits are down from where they were.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. That's one thing I'd mod right away because, as I said, it's the biggest comparison is like it's like when you play a fighter jet game, and they give you legitimate carry levels of that, and then they ask you to take out 100 enemy foes. You're just like,
yeah,
really?
Yeah. Because oh, I know.
Yeah, you're carrying what? 6, maybe 8 missiles at max.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you got the smaller ones,
Bullets
maybe,
are heavy
maybe
and
12.
they take up space, and there's a lot there.
But you're one plane and you're supposed to go take out 100 foes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unless you got them lined up and you have a magic bullet, it's really hard.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
90s gaming was merciless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only like. There's only certain areas I like realism in. In other areas, yeah. If you're gonna give me an unrealistic number of enemies, you gotta give me an unrealistic level of ammo.
Well, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to give me one of those really, really, really sharp Rambo knives, because I'm gonna have to keep digging my bullets back out. Oh, people.
Yeah.
Just being able to come along here. I'll take that back.
Yep.
This is the only way I'm gonna get anything.
I'll figure that one out later. I don't need it right now.
It's like when you're in a game with limited arrows and you keep holding your arrows back.
He took 4 times. That one took 4 times damage. That might actually be worth it. Oh, a potion of illness. Yes, I know, game. I did that shit on purpose.
Yes, these games when we get to have.
Realism works best when it's interacting with other systems instead of just hampering them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, well, like you don't want realistic jumping in games because A, it'll be feel so tiny, and B, when you're trying to do that last desperate move of trying not to die when you're falling off a cliff, you like that little bit of air control.
You like to be able to walk on air? Yeah.
Well, not walk on air, but stop yourself from falling all the way down from the chasm and just maneuver yourself to the yeah.
Now, also B, when you're physically jumping in real life, you have immediate access to so much more information about your jump than the computer can tell you in a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You know, it's like A computer game doesn't give you the option to extend your foot forward a bit while you're jumping to really catch that ledge.
Yeah.
I think we've gotten spoiled by stuntmen, to be fair, in a lot of movies because, yeah, they're doing that whole airwalking thing on the way down. And the giant.
Well, I'm not talking about airwalking, but I'm talking about a little bit of maneuverability.
No, but I do find that funny when they're doing the spinning feet thing. And most people just fall and flail like screaming lemmings.
Now, we got spoiled by Prince of Persia: Sands of Time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Because that was some damn fine maneuverability.
I agree.
Yeah.
On top of that, Prince of Persia games of that era had a reverse time mechanic as well.
Yeah, I love Prince of Persia.
And
you're right, it did.
Yeah. The peak for traversal actually was the sequel. Unfortunately, got dragged down by the needlessly edgy tone.
Mm-hmm.
Meh.
Yeah.
I have a whole section of my name now.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
Yeah, but
where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
Yeah, but it's like the parkour interacted with the combat beautifully in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see if Squirrel can find the staff he couldn't find last time.
We shall give you the reward. The saturated.
I looted it directly, and
no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I looted the. Stop. I looted the witch directly. 99.999999998% of the time, the stick goes everything that if you loot it directly, everything goes with it.
True.
Well, she dropped it, so, but...
was there an arm sticking out of the ground over there, or was that just me?
That's a foot.
Oh, it's a foot, okay.
Feet.
Sorry, there was something in the ground. I was just curious. It looked like a body part.
Tutorial provided by Plots Are Us.
Yes.
I doth not see it.
I does not now either. It was just apparently the angle was just right.
Or something.
But you kind of were looking over in profile, and I was like, huh. Looks like a thing. So it may not be.
Well, if you see it,
there,
Opal,
right
then
there.
please be kind and tell me about it.
It slid into the pit around you. Turn around. Slid down there somewhere.
Okay, it worked.
Where? I couldn't see. There it is.
I see it.
I shall take my
it's actually it's not part of the base
Richard,
inventory.
go home.
Yep. Nope. And you chewed me out.
Oh.
I'm telling you what my experience has been with Elder Scrolls games since day one, all the way back to Alcabeth, which, while not billed as an Elder Scrolls game, was very much one. It actually
Well, Alcabeth was Ultima
Back
Zero.
when your pantaloons were called Gaussus. Okay. Yes.
Looks like they edited that.
Yeah.
All right.
The Calabeth
And
was
prior to
Ultima
those,
Zero.
of course, we had.
See, the thing we don't have here is that icky brown filter, which is good.
See,
yes,
the nice-
but you have to mod that out.
Than it did before.
The nice thing about wearing a kilt, Opal, is then when you get upset, you can do that quick turn and flounce off. It's lovely.
Actually, I've never run.
No,
into a
I'm
filter
not
that actually
upset.
does
I'm
that.
just amused.
No, I know, but I was just thinking the Marilyn Monroe twirl would be lovely for that.
Okay, there
Wouldn't it?
is an autosave. And we're going to get out of here a lot quicker than we did the last time.
It was just more fun.
it's even more lovely to do the Marilyn Monroe over the air vent.
Oh,
Now, that
yes.
water actually looks pretty good.
Yes,
yeah, I'll admit that.
nobody really wanted to see that with a guy in a kilt.
Damn it! It's that prisoner again.
What
Kill
about
him.
me?
He might be working with the assassins.
Is this where you find out that
No, he is not one of them.
he's
He can help
not
us.
wearing his plaid
He
undies?
must help us.
No.
As you wish, sire.
Faith and despair.
Excuse me. Sorry about that.
They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what
You
I've
just get a
seen.
full moon over
How
the
can
ham.
I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand. I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder, which sign marked your birth?
Wow.
The mage?
He's so pithy.
I think Ace and Face
Ooh,
saw the
50 extra
sign.
points of magic. I like that plot. Oh. That is actually much nicer than it was before.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, before you got vague ideas of
yeah.
these things. These are much nicer. Very clear, very nice. Not gonna complain.
Yeah, I do like the layout a lot better.
Yeah.
Wow. 100 points extra for Magicka for the apprentice and susceptibility to magic by 100%. Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Oh, ouch. Yeah, that seems to be a negative trade-off.
Yeah, high risk, high reward.
Pretty much.
Here's some money. Now we can stab you. Yes. Basically.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh! Ow! That last one
Oh,
hurts.
that one looks a little
Yeah.
ouchy.
You're pretty much relying on being hit by magic, so... Well, actually, that might work for your current setup right now, but later on, if you turn it off, won't.
Oh, well, I had to take it off of split screen because though I could read the fine print. So if there's anything in chat, I can't see it right now.
Okay,
You can
I'll
help
let
me
you know if
keep
anybody...
watch. Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody points anything at you, I'll let you know.
The serpent. Ooh, no. You know what? I'm gonna go with the thief. Agility, luck, and speed. That helps me.
Mm-hmm.
Much more than much more than the others, because some of these are very much
Warrior's
worse.
not bad.
Endurance and strength by 10?
That's not...
Compared to 30. It's 20 compared to 30. Yeah.
Ooh, sweet.
But that'll help
20
you with
points of
attack
speed.
right off the bat.
What?
That well, the warrior will help you off with hitting like a
Yeah, well, guess what?
like a semi.
The thief makes me a sneakier bastard.
Mm-hmm.
True, it does.
The astronaut, that's actually not bad. An extra 150
Look.
points of magic for strict spellcasters, this would rule.
Yeah.
And absorbing spells cast at them, well, great. That would be very good too, especially the 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
But
don't
not
believe
being
you
able
regenerate.
to not being able to regenerate your magic.
That makes you
bad.
yeah
Very bad.
yeah that makes you a
Yeah, I
magic
mean-
tank.
That is very bad.
The signs I read
Yeah,
show the
that's
end
better
of
for
my
fighting
path.
against wizards.
My death, a necessary
Yeah.
end, will come when it will come.
In about 10 minutes.
Your stars are not mine. Today the thief shall guide your steps on the road to destiny. No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall. My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face, I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
He actually acts better, too, and we're not getting the in-the-face thing. So that's at least something.
I go to my grave.
Right.
A tone shriller
You know,
than
the
all
other thing I'm
music
seeing here
calls
that
me.
I'm kind of
You
liking
shall follow
is
me yet for
they've
a while.
mastered the asymmetry
Then
on
we
the
must
face.
part.
That's better.
Well, they also
A lot of
did,
times they're far too
they've
perfect
also made for
that
sure.
they have that little uncanny valley thing going on.
You may as well make yourself useful here.
But you notice one
Carry this
eyebrow's a
torch
little
and stick
higher
close.
and this and that and the other.
Yeah,
Just
some-
those little things that make it
Wow,
look
they
better.
they put a beard and mustache on this guy.
Yeah, they
My
did.
job is to make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do
Yeah,
it.
because too much perfection
We're the
doesn't
Emperor's
work
bodyguards.
right.
Our job is to get him out of
these
situations like
things.
this.
So I am getting at least
they're
there's
not going
some.
according to
Yeah,
plan.
I don't mind that.
Mind you, they use
Oh, yeah,
the,
but-
Stick
they
close and let
actually
us do our
use the
job,
same.
and you'll be all right.
They actually use
But it-
the same. They
It
use
does
the
add
same
to some
voices
character.
they did before, at least for these.
Yeah, they did. I'm not sure they changed the story, the wording, but it's
No,
good.
they haven't changed anything.
Nope.
They use the original voices. They remastered
Yeah.
them and then used them.
Forth the
So that's not bad.
the Emperor!
Yeah, touch them up.
Yeah,
Yep.
it looks good.
Burn the dragon fires!
You can tell they definitely tried on a lot of these things. I'm not sure, they were always the best, but they really tried. You're getting the lichen
Some of
looks
these
more
have potions of
lichenish.
sorcery on them, and I'm going to hang on to those. because-
For the Emperor!
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing.
They added a little lichen to the moss, so it looks more realistic
The
on
Emperor!
stone.
They can see me. The rest of the universe. Oh wow, there's some breaking. There was a bit of break there in the
Yeah.
in the back of the Emperor's robes.
Oh,
Hold up.
Yeah, you
don't
don't,
like this.
like I
Let
say,
me
it's
take a
not
look.
perfect. It is absolutely not perfect, but it's interesting, and you can see there's been some work on it.
Looks clear. Come on.
Doesn't have
Almost
to be
through To the
perfect
sewers.
if you can maintain the illusion.
It looks clear and is not.
Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
Absolutely a trap.
What about that side passage back there?
Worth a try. Let's go.
This is where I typically toggle the AI to see if I can save the Emperor. It's not possible. If I kill all the critters
They're
there,
behind us. Wait here, sire.
Yeah, just let it play out.
It's still going to happen. I mean, because it's part an essential part. He
Yeah.
knows he's supposed to die.
This one's mine.
it's a straight scripting, not an AI
Not
thing.
smart.
out of my fucking way, kick back.
Why? Won't you die?
Of course, part of me is thinking, you turn off the AI, you save the Emperor.
I can go
Out of
no
sheer
further.
amazement,
You
it's a heart
alone must
attack.
stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
See, now I'm stopped.
Yeah, see, now you can't do anything.
You chose a bad...
Because he's got to go. That's part of his fate.
Yes. It is.
No.
The
Talos
plot
saved us.
demands it.
It does.
We failed.
For this.
I failed. The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the amulet of kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body. Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim.
Mm-hmm.
They see more than lesser men. The amulet of kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why? Joffrey? He said that? Why? Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral.
How am I getting there?
First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be.
Probably
secret.
over there.
Apparently
No,
not.
Need
no.
this key for the last
In
door to
here.
the sewers. There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced
Put a
pilgrim.
saddle on one of the
Am I right?
ROUSs.
No, you are not. You are absolutely wrong. For I am
But they would
the
look
agent.
good with a saddle. They might like it.
I wasn't far off. In any case, rats and goblins won't give you any trouble. You must
Wouldn't
get
you
the
impress a
amulet
lot of
to
people if you
Joffrey.
showed up on a rat
Take no
steed?
chances, but proceed to Waynon Priory immediately. Got it?
Nope.
Take it easy. You'll be fine. I know this is a lot to take in all at once. No
Fill up
one's
in a
more
zombie
surprised
drawn
than me
chariot.
that I'm sending an escaped prisoner off with the Amulet of Kings. But the Emperor trusted you for a reason, and I trust the Emperor. The Amulet of Kings must get to Joffrey and
There goes
Waynon
my
Priory.
ideas for the Kentucky
He'll know
Derby.
what to do with it.
Kentucky
Joffrey
Derby?
should know how to find the
Yeah,
heir
that's
the
where you have
Emperor
rats
spoke
instead
of.
of horses.
The amulet
Yeah.
must reach Emperor Uriel's heir, so a new emperor can be crowned.
It only sucks a little.
And that was his last
I'll stay here to
mistake.
guard the Emperor's body and make sure
It's
no one
true.
follows you. You better get moving. May Talos guide
You
you.
open the gates
By
and
the
they don't
way,
run,
thanks
they
for
just
recovering
start
Captain
attacking
Renault's
each other.
sword.
It'd be
I'll
horrible.
see that it is given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
But on the bright side, you have a rat king.
And obey.
And somewhere Google
Oh, that's
just
the pirate.
lost a few
Okay.
bandwidths, people looking up what a rat king is.
I know. Ooh.
All right, Squirrel.
What?
I'm gonna hop off because it's really cold. So
Okay.
really cold where I'm at. So I'm gonna
Well, maybe
hop
close,
off because
maybe close the windows or something. All right.
it's not the windows, it's the fan, and I can't get over to it because there's like way too much in the way.
All right.
Okay, well, you take care.
Yes, dude.
Thanks for joining us as long as you did.
Yeah, thanks
Oh,
for
no
popping
problem.
in.
I didn't say much because I can't see the stream and YouTube's not
Yeah.
cooperating right now.
Mm.
So I'm
Yeah,
just
no.
gonna watch the rewatch the stream later and see what I missed.
Yay.
Okay.
Heck
Alright.
yeah, it was fun being here. I'll talk at you guys later.
Okay.
Caturday, right, Squirrel?
Yep.
All right, I'll
Caturday it
see you
is.
guys Saturday.
Yep.
Bye.
Sure.
And we will be
Bye-bye.
back for Saturday. Ooh, check that out. Check dude out.
Ooh.
An iron sword and a leather shield.
Cool.
Boy,
Nice.
he's a hot man on campus.
We are offering a free set of horse armor to the bearer of this letter.
Bring your favorite horse along with this notice. To Chestnut English.
That's actually quite a bit of cash for that.
I love that.
Actually, no, it's really not when I think about it. If
and your horse is going to be
use it, I
using you
suspect
for
it
the
would
rest of
be.
the week. Because
I
that stuff's
suspect
heavy.
it would be. Yeah, no, it's.
He's going to be running around just like squeaks and it pinches and I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you get your horse to bite.
Well, these aren't like the horses in Skyrim, unfortunately. They will not go about the original Oblivion is not like Skyrim, wherein the horses will just hammer the shit out of you if you give them, hammer the shit out of anything in your way if you give them the chance.
Oh, wow. Well, that's handy. In reality, they're moody little critters, and they don't always like when you do things like that to them.
Okay, there we go, down in the sewers.
Because we can.
Meruna's Razor! That NL right there says it is for the disabling of achievements. Battlehorn Castle.
Why is it disabled?
Huh? They disable the achievements because it's there? I don't know. I just know that that particular flag is associated with fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Apparently, all of these are.
That
I'm just saying that to you.
That those were actually things that Bethesda put into the game. And it didn't have that problem the last time.
That is not nice.
That, mind you, I do not know that for 100% fact.
I mean, come on. You legit did all the right moves to get in on this thing. Why they're doing that is just not nice.
Well, I also turned COD mode on, so
Yeah,
because I wish to disappoint Opal and his insistence on time boxes.
Yep.
Nobody lets us have fun anymore. Dobby, no! Dobby, no! Sorry. Keep repeating that. Not Dobby.
Yep.
Oh, you got two of them. At least you got two socks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Each one has a sock.
With a brick inside a sock.
Yeah, I know.
I have a present for you.
I know.
Gonna make you free from your mortal coil.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're just mean. Wait, that's me. Okay.
Well, I was just thinking, why did your mortal have to be coiled? Couldn't it just be, like fetal position? That's where mine would be. Mortal fetal position. It just sounds more me. Or your mortal couch potatoing.
Bits
I
and
don't
chunks
know.
of-
It just
that,
sounds
that
more
is a
fun.
pelvis.
That
Let's
is,
Asking a question, I'm pretty certain those hips don't lie.
they don't. They don't.
Neither does that break in the front on the pubis there, right through the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whoever that was, female.
Female.
Because males generally have a
don't have babies. Y'all don't have to pass something the size of a watermelon out there. Nope.
So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a save right here because those are fun, not because it's actually fun, but I can right on the other side of this. We will have
A second chance at the character creator.
Yep.
And right on the other side of this, we have a snowball's chance. And
There
sorry.
it is. It's at the front.
This is where the character creator goes in.
Cool.
Okay. We can change our identity or any other.
I recognize that symbol.
Click. Oh, I did get the. Oh, that's right. I got an achievement. Arena
I am
bar.
older than dirt, and I still recognize that symbol.
Escape the Imperial sewers. Main quest beginning. That's Nah.
Oh,
like
so
that
the official Bethesda mods are allowing achievements.
Huh?
Are they?
What? Sorry, run that by me again, Len.
Or are the official Bethesda mods allowing achievements?
I would hope so, but it doesn't look like.
Big deal. I don't care about achievements.
They just want to be a pain. This is the thing with them. They just want to. You play our version, even though it's janky.
Well, a lot of times achievements are used to generate metrics for. Just for the longest time, I wondered why you got achievement for things you had to, you were required to do, and I was like, oh, and then somebody explained it to me. Actually, two people explained it to me. Yeah, it's a way of getting metric data to see how far people get in a game.
Yeah, and I get that.
Yeah.
Which is skewing their numbers, though, if they're going to disable it for some.
Well, yeah.
You cannot see what the true engagement is.
Yeah.
Honestly, mods will. If I have a modded game and I've got it set up the way I want it, I will play it 2, 3, 4 times minimum. Sometimes, because I like to go back and re-achieve and see what I'm missing.
I found a gold nugget somewhere,
cool.
Which I find entertaining because a bear pelt. The bear pelt here has an innate value of 30, but a gold nugget is only worth 25. I have questions.
I guess gold must be abundant in this world.
It's gonna have to be for that.
Yep.
Well, gold nuggets don't rear up and kill you on a whim.
This is true.
Yeah, I imagine the bear pelt is harder to get in practice.
Yeah,
that's true.
Well, there's a silver nugget for
bears in here. Bears in here tend to have have a certain diet.
Yeah, that's a quoi about them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no, there's a menu that is different than our bears in this in this world.
Oh, okay. So they're more of a fruit and nut kind of thing. Good for them. Maybe
I would say they're going for something a little more meaty, like long pork.
A little more round pork. Okay.
Yeah, no, long pork, if you know that term.
Oh, holy noly. Whoa, really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
That is decided.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is actually a mod for a little mini camp. We get that light source over there. Stop that, you.
So the bears are being a real dick here. Boy, that's not good.
Yep.
It seems like to eat dick too. You got a light over there. There's a bedroll here, and a chest that doesn't respawn. So it's actually player owned, and you can leave shit in there, and it won't go any fracking where, which is always a good thing.
Oh, that's
nice.
Good then.
Oh, nice. That's kind of cool.
One of my pet peeves in games is getting my own home or place the way I want it, and then coming back and everybody else is living there. It's like, get out of my house.
There's a cave over
You have to keep
there.
taking the door off.
Oh, it'll even tell you the distance too. I am thoroughly amused. Let's go look at that cave.
It's like, God dang it. I hate it when you work so hard to get something right. Oh, whoa, aren't you?
Hello, your Impliness.
Yep.
Jeepers Creepers.
Well, it definitely had gall. We'll give it that
That's all I
much.
got to say to that one. Because It was smaller, but pretty much
That's the sewers.
that was the body mod.
Here's the cave.
I would ask where he got
There it
those
is.
peepers, but I'm not sure I
found
want to
it.
know.
I found it, the cave. Sideways Cave, it's called. I don't know anything about this. I don't. Humongous! Level 1.
Humongous, I
do
understand,
that?
lives with the Testicles twins.
Yeah.
They're well rounded.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. I do not want to drop down there, but I might actually have to.
Oh, that little bit of nothing shadow tried to get us.
The fracking imp.
Quick, go beat up the shadow.
I did.
Good. He deserved it. Stupid imp.
The shadow shall bring no more justice.
Who knows what evil
Fucker.
lurks in hearts
Something can see me.
and minds
Oh, there you are.
of men.
Magic.
The shadow do.
Ooh, nope. I need.
Or Lamont Cranston. If you'd rather, go very old school. Lamont Cranston. Yeah, I know. I'm
This is the
canon
way,
for
okay,
these
this
things.
is the way up somehow.
I like my canon.
Since this is the sideways cave, I'm not.
Sets us apart as a
I'm not
society.
even
Our
100%
ability
sure
to follow
which side
canon.
of the thing I'm on. Okay.
We don't need Luke, I am your great aunt. We just don't need that. Luke, I am your mother's sister.
Ever since you went to college, you never write anymore.
I
How could
know.
you do that to me?
I wouldn't have had to make a Death Star if you just call once in a while.
By the way, we wiped out a few imps.
By the way, Death Star was her name for chicken soup.
Pretty.
So, those are really pretty. I wonder if they're...
Curiosity, can you zoom out to a third-person view?
Yep.
Ooh.
That
I
actually looks
certainly can.
good.
I want the fourth-person view.
Yeah, the skeletal seems to be a little better in the first person. Or third person. At least it's moving a little bit better. But that's minor.
Given the circumstances, it's actually meaner. Because the animations are quite a bit smoother.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to know how he does that without back problems.
I couldn't tell you.
And probably a
Called a
few
video
head
game.
bonks. Because his head
Again,
was
it's
down
called
way
a
far.
video game.
That's the
I don't play video games for that much reality.
I know, but I
If
get tickled when I see them doing
Dustborn.
that. I'm just like, the guy's gonna come back with a bald spot and, a couple of contusions. Just rubbing it raw.
And a whole handful of. Oh, by the way, if you park your nose in a corner and walk straight and set it to auto move, you can just be like that. You'll have 100 at level 1. You will have 100 100 points of sneak.
Wow.
Oh.
I give them credit for sticking with the branding on this. They are really good about door symbols and gate symbols.
Can you
Being very
spare a
consistent.
coin?
I like that.
Children are starving. Please help.
They don't have to be exact, but they're reminiscent enough for you to know exactly what they're doing.
Where does this go?
See, like, there.
Green Emperor away. Cool, I know where it goes. I wouldn't necessarily call it a... What are you?
Savarius Aetius, we will comply with the Watch's orders. The Aetius family will stay clear of the
Boy, they got great
Syntabs
dental plan in this
if
thing.
they stay clear of us.
They must fluoridate.
I agree with the Watch, Captain. This Aetius Syntav feud has gone on long enough. I can control my people. I hope Iniel can control his. There's a new ship moored up in the waterfront district.
Yeah, they keep putting a magic
Elena.
fluoride into the water
It's a galleon,
supply.
I think.
You do wonder. And I was just thinking,
He's
this
that
guy
wanted
looks
criminal. Isn't he a
like
master thief? I hear he's dangerous too.
when you walk
I've
into
heard that
the cologne
beggars
department
spy for him.
of a high-end store, and you just go, smells like leather and musk, you know, that kind of thing. That manly scent. Hey, it kind of looks like it, isn't it? You got a really nice, little, spiffy little tunic there.
Not sure which one I talked to.
Hair shiny,
All three of them
healthy
are nice
dude.
folks. Have you ever spent the night at the King and Queen Tavern? It's lovely.
They say they treat all their patrons like royalty. From what I've seen, it's the
Whereas
truth.
others, you're not so sure you want to smell.
What is it?
Getting that promotion in no time. Well, I should go. If
This
you
is
need
you
any
being a
backup-
shush. Okay.
No, I must be have fun.
You've come to divine elegance because you care about what you wear. And Pelaneria has what you
Okay,
want.
she definitely did not participate in the dental plan.
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices.
Among other
all
things.
Cyrodiil.
Here for
No
clothes.
kidding. Once again, smell-o-vision. Don't want it.
She's not going to...
Did wanted it before, don't want it now.
Anymore, and I need eye bleach.
Oh, blue suede
To
shoes.
be perfectly honest, yes, blue suede shoes. To be honest, I would not. I wasn't really expecting any different from the screenshots we got with the leak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take one of those.
Yep.
These.
I let that go too cheaply.
Oh, shush. Still
The
not
girl
going
in
to
the
get me
red
a pair
velvet.
of shoes, but fuck it.
Yeah, you don't want to keep every time you get to take a step, your shoe goes, oh. Yeah, no. Only be the blue suede ones.
An excellent
It comes with the
bargain.
backup singers.
Gives me 9 gold, and that means I can buy a pair of shoes. Well, I could have done that anyway.
Yeah,
I'll take
pigskin are
the-
really
I'll take the
sturdy.
pigskin, it's okay.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
very sturdy.
Go off with that. Well,
Traditionally,
none of it's really going to be much. None of this is going to be much good.
Tell
for
your
armor.
friends about me.
Tan pigskin is quite good
Blasted
leather.
thief! I hope they string him up when they catch him. He's a slippery one, though. The beggars are his eyes and ears.
Interesting.
Anyone can wear clothes, but the right clothes. That's not so easy. Go to any castle. They wear Palaneria's designs or they're nobody.
Oh, well.
Much as she looks, she looks very much like she did before, but that is not the same voice actress. They've re-recorded some of it.
I understand old
Oh,
Dove
the
and
eyes
Aaron
are
can
just a
still
little,
teach a bit about
little
alteration.
way too
Bye.
angled.
But you were saying that's the kind of characters you want in your
I'm just
games,
looking
Eddie.
at. She needed
Ooh!
she needed the face widened just a touch because they
Somebody
tried to
wasn't
scratch
able to
those
get
eyes in
dressed
there.
in the I'm going to
and
sell
it,
this shit.
oh hey,
Ugh.
Fruit of the Gloom.
Boop, boop. There we go. Much better.
I didn't know.
Not gonna run around naked.
Not if I don't want people to. Not if I don't want people bitching at me.
Well, those
They
were
call
formerly
the
tiny whiteies.
streak.
The
Back
gray
If I
in
want
was
people to bitch at me about putting something on.
Rumor has it they were
Aw,
supposed. They
then we
used to
would
be
ask
white.
you to rename yourself to Streak. Back in
Actually,
back.
the Flash.
Time to gather up whatever gold I can get from the shit I have. Hang on.
Get him a cheap raincoat. We can call him the
probably
Flash.
Herbal Grow Oracle knows you need axes and blunt weapons, big ones. So he
Wow,
makes them
he
and
can
sells
open.
them here.
He can
Slash
speak without
smash,
opening his mouth.
the big
Oh, there it
orc
went.
weapon
He's a
shop.
ventriloquist.
Big weapons
He's a
for big
He
heroes.
speaks through telepathy.
Yep.
Yeah, they kind of they missed his.
Where else? You have to be here. This is the city, the big city. Why waste time in
Holy
little
Mick,
places?
no mouth movement.
Yeah, I know this is me being picky.
I know
The
it's hard
Emperor
to
and
do
his
around
three
the-
sons
around
dead,
Oh wow!
right
Okay.
under the noses of
tusks,
the Imperial
but-
Guard. It's a
Serious?
disgrace.
Oh!
Now it works.
Oh, he's shouting at me though. He went from that to
Only quality goods for sale
Remember
here.
that?
What can
The
I
oaks
interest
actually
you
look
in?
pretty good.
really, really bad
I really
Arnold
wish you'd stop that.
Schwarzenegger in model in on the that was that. Holy crap! Oh, holy crap!
An excellent bargain.
The shamate. Namaste.
You can have the shield. Don't want
Namaste.
it. So I could probably get more for some of this at a different shop.
A fine transaction. You've made a good bit of gold.
Okay.
Another satisfied customer.
Well,
Enough talk.
I can't look him in the mouth anymore. I can't do it. Makes me want to get.
Yeah, we got some animation squirrelies. At least when it comes to some of
Hey,
these
but it makes.
Oh, that's a Bethesda. At least now we know it is genuinely a Bethesda game.
No.
Yeah.
Wonder what time it is.
Tres 25.
Still got a half hour.
We've got time. Well, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the
Oh,
time of the day because the shops are closing up. Okay, or at least that shop's closed. Edgar's Discount Spells. If it's important,
Hey,
shut
when
down,
you
I have no idea why.
absolutely positively have to turn somebody into a toad tomorrow, and you might be able to.
Edgar
with one of
Vautrin,
these.
you don't want the very
Might not,
best.
but you might.
You want cheap, and I got cheap.
Well, as long as they're not Chinese made.
You want to buy or sell, the city is great.
Well,
You
let's
want
just say
free?
we gave him a
Go
bad
down the
case of
holes, kill
warts,
some
and that's
monsters,
about all.
sell your loot back in the city.
You know. But I guess that's not so bad.
Rasan is a talented smith. One of the best around, if you ask me.
Okay.
Of course, that's just making me think of the meme wizard brick.
Have a look at my
Where he
wares.
Yeah, I
throws
know.
I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Oof.
What are the starter spells?
You do it just right, you get frog's legs for days, but otherwise, no. Mm.
You do it wrong, the frog is human-sized and eats you.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that. One way you get to find out how the inside of a frog can be.
Well, fire damage on touch for 10 points. Okay, cool.
On the bright side, you can cut yourself out. So, yeah.
Bad touch spell.
Be seeing you.
But you're going to be slimed forever. Interesting.
All sorts of shit he's got lying around here looking like inventory.
Yeah, I know. Looks like...
Wow, that fucker's huge. Oh.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Whoa.
It's freaking huge. That scroll is
It's
way
really
past
hard
huge.
to smuggle things out of a place when things are, trying to walk out with something that big.
I know, right?
It's like you can't put that in your pocket without somebody noticing.
Oh, right. That was what I was going to do. I think I might have already sold it, though.
You're in
Yep.
Windows
There.
Stuffs.
Oh, wow.
and
They
I'm
changed his
Rindy.
face right up.
I sell magical stuffs.
Whoa.
Imagine
Oh, hey.
Ew.
Well, it looks better than it did.
My advice is take your time.
I
Walk
will
around the
say that
market
is a very composed
what's
face,
on
Take
but
your word for it.
Don't buy
not
until
what
you've
I was
seen it
expecting.
all.
Well, no,
Take your
everybody's
time.
jaws in this game were super wide in the original version.
Yeah, they were.
Everybody had that problem.
This
Have a look
looks
around.
a little
You won't
bit
find
more
better prices in
composed,
all
but
Tamriel.
Okay, what do you got?
still a little
A staff of apotheosis.
uncanny.
Ooh. That'd be fun, except that I don't.
Of course,
have,
he's not supposed
I
to
don't
be
have
human.
6
We
grand.
know that, but it's still just a little off.
Yeah, it is a little off. I don't expect like serious magic going on here.
I did. Didn't think it was too much to ask. It really was.
White mage's robes?
Go back and sulk now. Is it too much to ask when he goes, this is where the magic happens? We're actually expecting.
Okay.
Sorry.
Another satisfied customer.
Yeah, I'll take the aqua robes.
Take care.
I think that would actually look better on dude. Yeah, he looks like crap. Okay. There we go. Now he looks more like a Breton. Bastard. Okay. Not that he's going to wind up a pure... I'm not inclined to think that a pure magic build for this guy would be anywhere near fun.
It's true.
Hi there. Is there anyone in the city who knows more about heavy armor than Barnado?
He's as good as you'll find.
That
in
is
the city
the
when it
Office
comes
of
to heavy
Imperial
armor.
Commerce.
So long. Good day.
Magical prison wallet.
A coin for
Oh,
the
that's
infirm.
Wish I had
Anubis.
it.
Anubis.
Fighting chance. This is a weapon shop. All right. I should probably get my ass on the move. But we'll see.
Welcome to A Fighting Chance. I'm Rosan, proprietor. I sell the best swords in the city, and I offer advanced training for armorers.
She looks way different than before.
Yeah, no kidding.
Anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters Guild. I hear they're always looking for recruits.
But yeah, no, they, at least for the small stuff,
What can I interest you in?
They have definitely changed up the voice acting.
That seems a fair price.
Yeah. I know who that is, but I just am not. It throws you when you're not expecting things.
Yeah. Battle exit painted. Fine iron longsword. Ooh. Actually, that's not too bad for a price tag. Okay, we'll take one of those. We take one. We only need one. Thank you very much. Ooh, yeah, okay.
You bought that for a song.
I did.
You don't want 30? No fun.
That's an iron longsword. Really would prefer to have a steel. There's a steel longsword. I could do that if I wanted to. That's a fine iron longsword. Okay, so 10 more and I get the extra for that. 2. The fine iron longsword up here is the same. Interesting.
With 6 you could have growth.
Hmm?
Sorry, it's the name of a movie. I'm just talking about it and it just came to me. I'm weird. Always have been.
Another satisfied customer.
Going back to my corner.
Yes, milady. We're on our way out.
I can fix whatever you break.
Okay. Didn't break it.
I can show you some new things.
Ooh. Nice. I will think about that. I will think very hard about that. Okay.
It made me juggle back and forth because every time I think I'm doing, in order to read the writing, I've got to go back to
I have a steel short sword. It's just doing the same.
Splitting my screen is hard. It's hard to split. Because I have a small tablet. Actually, a very, very small tablet.
Okay.
It's light
Iron
and I can
bow,
carry.
Another bow, yet another bow. That's the steel longsword. Iron claymores. Ooh, steel daggers. Okay, out the door.
Yes, Clay, we see you.
Red diamond jewelry. Actually, we're getting some pop in here too. That's kind of
Black
weird.
Horse Courier.
The feed bag. That's food. It's a warehouse. Ooh. Might be a while before I go. Okay.
Where you buy 500 wheels of cheese to just pause the combat and eat all of them when you're on low health.
Let's see how you're doing today.
Feel free to
Jensen.
browse, friend. It's nice to see a new shopper. I was afraid I lost any hope of new business ever since Thorinir opened up.
That guy's a little dead. I swear.
Everyone comes to the big city to buy and sell. Why not? More stores, better selection, better prices.
Usually.
If you're looking for a shield, Stonewall Shields has a fine selection.
No, I'd rather not, actually. We're going to see what you
I
got.
offer the finest goods and the lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Oof. Ow. Really wish I had that kind of money right now.
Mm-hmm.
Where is your guy?
That seems a fair price. That's more than I would usually pay.
Take a loss on these. Fucking reasons. Oh, she'll buy all of that. I got that for free though, so fuck it.
Never pass up an opportunity to carry a torch. Well, you know, she's selling them.
I appreciate your business.
All right,
I think you might be just the kind of person we're looking for. Perhaps you can assist us with a problem we're having here in the market district.
Somebody needs to work on your mouth, girl.
I'm the chairperson for the Society of Concerned Merchants. We formed this group a while back
Beyond that, she
to
actually
keep a
looks
nice,
pretty
fair
good.
economic balance in town. Not every store is a member, but we're slowly trying to convince them to join. Everything
a
was
shoppers
fine until
association.
Thorinir opened his shop nearby. Selling all
It does
sorts of
remind me of
merchandise,
early-
he undercuts prices like you wouldn't believe. He
Early
doesn't always sell what we
colorized
sell,
films,
but it is still a
the
problem.
ones they went back and recolorized.
People who buy tend to want
They
to
miss
spend their
little
money
things like
there.
teeth.
That leaves none for us. It's getting so
And they were
bad a
just
few
a
of us may
really
have
odd
to close
color
up
gray.
shop. He outright refuses to join the society or even discuss the matter. We are convinced he's up to no good. What we need is for you to case his establishment and figure out where he gets his inventory. Find some proof of his wrongdoing and let us know. We cannot do it ourselves, as he recognizes all of us. The job pays a fair bounty in gold when he is brought to justice. His inventory must be stolen. It has to be. He prices less than it costs to make some of those things. Go see for yourself.
And while you're
Thanks
there,
again
feel
for
free
your
to
help.
pick up some nice
No other
bargains.
place to turn.
Because as far as you're concerned, it's not technically stolen.
Aren't you right?
Well met.
Beware the meat pies. They still meow.
What kind of deal can I make for you today?
He's still ugly as shit, but fuck it.
I have the best
Hey,
prices in
there's
town.
no need for you to be so short with
I'm
me.
smart, and you're smart. We know the right people.
Legolas
we
is
get
missing
the
some legs
best
these days.
deals. I don't know that anyone in Cyrodiil drives a harder bargain
Or is
than
it feet?
Palmyria at Divine
Could be.
Elegance.
Nobody knows.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
A last rude song. Blacksmith apron, brands of leather sandals. Wait, yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna leave that there. Cloth, corn, flour, foldy cloth. A guide
So
to
the lady
King
of Brindle who sat on a spindle is a less
I
rude song.
paid
Okay,
that
we'll
for,
go with that.
okay. Huntsman's moccasins, potatoes. Nothing too extravagant here. Oh, sackcloth pants. No, we're not doing that. You can fuck right off.
No, that's a step away from burlap, nice and itchy.
Yeah, I know, right? The Eastern Province.
It keeps you moving.
I'll buy one of those.
No good weapons.
He has as many arrows as I. He has just a few. He doesn't have quite as many arrows as I do, but it's a near thing. And none of this has any kind of defense on it. Imperial breeches. Ooh. 7 grand. Holy shit. Food. Stuff. Random stuff.
Stuff
And
and
that's
stuff.
it. The one thing I want is the one thing we don't have.
Let's mug 'em.
Another satisfied customer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
What about my inventory?
Let me know when you steal some good. Find some good stuff.
Well, thank you. It's not only a fine assortment of goods, but a bit of a treasure trove. You never know what I'll have in stock. I can see by the look on your face, you wonder where I get all these fantastic items. I'll tell you what I tell everyone else who asks. It's all about who you know. My sources are good, but they are secret. Anyway, have fun looking around, and when you are ready to buy, give me a shout. Goodbye. Hope to see you again very soon.
It's funny that scroll is bigger than he is.
Yes. Yes, it is. It's just a note. I wonder if you'd let me read it. A hangover cure. Great.
Well, you know, it didn't tell you to kiss your butt goodbye.
About what you're going to do.
Well, that's pretty much what it said was, you know, sit down and put your head between your knees. The only other thing left is to kiss your butt goodbye. You know.
Yeah. Stick your head between your knees and kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah. That's usually the way that works.
I don't know if I can help anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters
I
Guild.
can't make up my
hear they're
mind about
always
the
looking
profit
for
in Anvil.
recruits.
Let's see what the first edition will charge me for the book I just bought. Pretty sure he has them.
I'm Phintius, owner and proprietor of the
They
first
did.
edition.
They didn't beat
Look
him
around.
with the
If I
ugly
don't have
stick
it,
so much.
maybe I can
No,
get it.
they really didn't.
No.
What can you tell
This
her
is
about
the only bookstore in the city.
Oh.
There's also Renoir's books in Coral, Machna's in Cheydinhall, and Southern books in Leowin.
Okay, how about a rumor?
Everyone's talking about the assassination, of course. Here, take my copy of the new Black Horse Courier. Go ahead, keep it.
Oh, he's got more murmurs.
I understand that Authrelos isn't a bad man to talk to, if you need to learn how not to be seen.
Yep. No, I'll just go for the Monty. I'll just go to Monty Python for my.
Oh yeah, try not to proceed.
Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
A children's ode, a less rude song. Wow.
Everybody wants to sell you a less rude song. Why are you going about belting absolutely rude sonnets or what? Because wow, I see a lot of people wanting to sell you a less rude song.
Thorinir is not selling book any cheaper than anybody else. Manual Spellcraft.
And besides, Sit on My Face isn't a rude song. It's the perfect song of love.
It seems to
Sit
be.
on my face and tell me that you love me.
Life would be grand. Life would be fine.
If we both 69.
I'm just trying to be PC here, people.
Mm-hmm. We'll take one of those. Not 5, just 1, thank you.
I love to hear when you moralize.
But in between,
Oh man, I'm
you blow me
old.
away. Sit on my
Yep.
face. And let my lips embrace you.
Oh.
All of a sudden, we've all become bards. It's amazing.
Life can be fine if we both 69.
I'm just sitting back there going,
All right.
Yeah, you talk about my wife.
Not that.
Yeah.
Helichlor.
Again, it all comes back to Monty Python.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think you know what I think I might do this evening is put on some Monty Python for those of you who wish to be amused greatly.
That is always a fun move.
That's always fun.
A wife of them mint and all. Hilarious.
It's a book. Okay. That doesn't help me, but fine.
Come back and see me again.
Sure, no problem. Thanks for the rumors.
Good day.
At least he's not. At least he doesn't seem to be. Oh,
Whoa, somebody dropped something.
I know, right?
Oh, come on. Put your books away.
I don't know
know if I can help.
Great.
But I'll try.
Bye.
Don't the Varys brothers run a good shop?
Have mercy.
I've shopped there many times.
Can't you see the master was baiting you?
If you're looking for books, first
Here's the
edition
Black
is
Horse
only
Courier.
place in the city to find them.
Hello there. Urjabi helps his brothers, Rajirad and Hasiri, to run the Black Horse Courier. Others write. We organize. We deliver. The news never stops.
Cool.
I don't know. He looks like a cat that stole cream.
Black Horse Courier brings the news of the people to the people. We are funded by the Empire, so our broadsheets are always free.
You can't need connect.
An old priest in Kvatch is worried about strange disappearances. He sounded quite depressed. How can we win if even the priests lose their faith?
Ooh.
Good day. Hello there.
Ray Fox on that. Oh my. The love child.
Were
Oh
Shark
my.
and the mother of Hieronymus Lex.
Wow.
Had recently consumed a near lethal dose of skooma. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I would think so. Wow.
Use the skooma in moderation.
Talking about my generation.
How goes it?
You know.
We got that one already.
Greetings.
Yeah, wouldn't you
Already
lend
have
your
that one.
hand to a friend?
Got that. What are you walking on? Ooh. We will definitely have to read those as we go. I think I've got most of his broadsheets now. Assassination. Okay. Nope, we've got one of everything, so. Okay. So
Bring an extra for the loo.
How do you do?
Now you guys got that song running through my head, damn it.
I'm sorry.
It's
such a good song.
Say the same.
Heard any news from the other
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent.
Sadly, one of the first songs I learned the words to from, because it was a forbidden one. When you're young, you have to get to know these.
So I've heard.
Yeah. Forbidden songs are always too campy.
Always. I mean, now I can't forget the damn thing.
Wow, there's some serious loot in this place. Mind you, the overall majority of it is fucking clutter, but damn.
But still. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Grab
even
yourself
better.
a pint.
They actually animated the damn things.
Sweet.
Don't be the last to read today's Black Horse Courier. Get your Black Horse Courier here.
I'm Irene Metric. If you needed to know more, you'd already know.
Someone needs to narrow your face out, woman.
It's a matter of trust. And I don't trust you enough yet. The Mythic Dawn have been leaving notes in Talos Plaza. I hope no one believes their lies.
Ooh, a quest.
You too.
You two. Hey, we're just gonna fuck off now. Who are you?
Rochelle Bantian, Samuel's wife. I'm glad he's settled down to training in the quiet life. Samuel was a bit wild as a young man. The city will do that to you. Bad company, bad influences. You too.
How are you?
I'm only asking for a single coin.
My name is Alicia Otis.
Oh,
And I'd like
Lord.
to talk about the 9
I
divines.
can't look at her face when she's talking.
St. Alessia has blessed our city and all its people. Visit the Temple of the One and renew your faith.
That is
Farewell.
Botox. Holy crap.
I don't know if I can.
It's not, but that's kind of what it looks like.
I wonder if you give a coin to the beggars in the remaster, they still go, "Thank you, sir."
I know. I don't like
Because I
that.
remember they do that no matter who the voice actor is for the,
Yeah.
no matter
Oh,
who
that's
voice
sweet.
the beggars
Yeah.
is.
They could flip a coin to your whipper. Jack the Whipper.
You know what the worst part of it is? I find myself more favorably disposed to the original at the moment.
Oh.
Not that it isn't pretty, but I think that might actually be part of the problem.
Probably. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, improved graphics are great, but I don't know. I can think of a bunch of criticisms for the original Skyrim.
Yeah,
Well, the
I'm just
spatter
thinking
mode is spot on. You get everything you're using all spattery.
Yeah.
Not the original wasn't quite as good at that.
Inventory.
It was, but it wasn't.
The Bow of the Irons.
And Jack the Whipper was just Marquis de Sade.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nobody lets us have fun. There is a YouTuber called Jacques the Whipper.
Well, de Sade had fun.
Now he performs at Ren fairs with his musical whips. It's actually kind of fun.
Snap! Snap!
Now you give him a song, and he will, and he'll keep rhythm.
The one thing, the one thing they've done here that really amuses me is that they seem to have modified the controls a bit to something a little more standard.
Yay.
This game here is fairly intuitive to operate with a keyboard.
Not bad.
If I push the button here, the lovely space bar, it jumps. Okay.
Well, that's good then.
But in the original Oblivion, the space bar is used for interacting with things rather than E.
Oh, that makes you nuts. So you go to jump and it goes, "You're dead." You're like,
You go to jump and just go,
D's not caved. Oh.
And they added an oxygen bar. Nice.
Hey, look! Now you can watch yourself drown.
you can see how much oxygen your character has left.
Yes.
Instead of just guessing.
Yeah, you know.
Walnut Inn. An inn? Oh, okay. I see what they're doing. I see what they did there. This is a little hamlet called Way. And the Walnut Inn. Okay. Skingrad, Kvatch, Anvil, Bravo, and Leasman. Coral, Bruma, and SandiL. Bruma is one of those fun little spots. Very close. It's the last city on your way into Skyrim. to such a degree that that's what when the mod folks started working on the project to rebuild Cyrodiil in the Skyrim as a Skyrim mod. That was the city they chose first.
Ah, so Brumo is right next to Dustpan. Got it.
Who are you and why do I...
Whoa!
I don't.
Take that!
Don't think you have to. I think he
Anything
got it.
that.
You just kind of stood there.
This is nobody's gonna care about my stupid ass here in a minute.
You're awfully close to be using a bow and arrow.
But yeah, the controls are a little more intuitive, not nearly as much hand movement this time. I like that.
Yeah.
As there are other things that I appreciate, but you know, a little bit more work on some of the models, and Teeth Lady just needs to go somewhere that is somewhere far, far away from me.
Well, fine, and they're fond of you too.
I mean, seriously, that lady reminded me entirely too much of Conrad Poos.
Yeah, and the dancing teeth? Yes, I totally do.
Conrad Poos and his dancing teeth.
Yes. I spent way too many hours watching Bloody Mary. I can't help it.
Well,
it's just there.
Some of it was original
in my
animation.
head.
It was all filmed originally, but the sketches weren't.
Yeah, they really are good, though.
Except the mouse organ. That one, I don't remember seeing that anywhere else.
No, I don't either. It's true. But I do remember the, running off with my parents' tiny little black and white antenna version, tuning it in and getting very grainy.
Okay. The other thing I'm getting here is frame rate drops, which I shouldn't be getting, actually. Oh, and for the record, this machine is currently pushing over 16 gigabytes by itself.
Wow.
More than.
That's some heavy lifting.
57% for what's it? It's not using all of the GPU clock, but it is consuming. Well, that's actually not consuming that much VRAM either. Let's talk to Joffrey, and you know what? Actually, let's not.
Yeah.
Because we are effectively out of time.
It'd be time to head into that horizon.
Yes, it is time to ride off into the sunset. I am not 100% sure what we're going to be doing what we're going to be doing this afternoon. But that's going to start probably in an hour and a half, maybe 2.
I'd say 2. I'm going to need a little sleep, so if possible.
But we will be we will be in one of the fun she's magical prison lockdown. We will be in one of the theater voice rooms here in a little while, and I will work out sometime in the next 2 hours which one it will be and what's playing.
Woohoo!
Because that'll be fun.
Oh yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Okay. Bye. We'll see you guys in a while. Don't forget, we'll be back on Wednesday or on Saturday with something. I'm not 100% sure what that's going to be, but we'll figure it out. But since it's now a little after 1 p.m. on the leftist coast of the United States, it's time for us to wander the fuck off. Don't forget the YouTube-y things, like, comment, subscribe, share with everybody, whether you know them or not. If you wish to help out in a little bit more different way, there's some links down below, including the one here that's been on your screen the entire stream. Every little bit helps, but not if you can't afford it. Okay? Between now and the next time we see you, folks, be safe, be safe.
And, you know, devs, we'd like to see great games again.
Ouch. All right, folks. See you.